Hello friends, now we are studying types of fault analysis. Fault analysis can be classified into two ways. The first one will be based on ground and line conductor, and second one will be based on symmetricity. So first we are going to classify based on ground and line conductor. So we can divide fault analysis based on line fault, and second one is ground fault. If we will look in line fault, then there would be many. The first one is double L fault, and the second one is triple L fault. Means there will be no connection of ground during this kind of fault, that is line fault. And what is ground fault? If we are having one fault, definitely in that fault the involvement of ground, so that fault will be considered as ground fault. We can take example SLG, second one is double LG, and the third one is triple LG. So these are the types of fault based on ground and line conductor. We can take few examples. If we will look in villages, then we can see a wood stick has been attached between the lines, so that if storm come, then there should be not any kind of short circuit between two conductors or three conductors. You would have been seen in the villages. And you can see if there is storm came and the tree fell into the transmission line, then that will be triple LG fault. It could be double LG fault. If one of the line has been gone to the ground, then that will be SLG. If two conductors will be short circuited, then that would be double L. If three conductors would be short circuited, then that would be triple L. So this is the classification of fault analysis based on ground and line conductor. The second classification is based on symmetricity. We can divide fault analysis into two parts, that is symmetrical fault analysis and unsymmetrical fault analysis. So we must understand what is symmetrical fault analysis. If after coming the fault, our three phases are balanced, means in symmetrical condition, then that would be considered as symmetrical fault analysis. And if after coming the fault, our voltage vector or current vector are unbalanced, then that would be considered as unsymmetrical fault analysis. Let us understand in detail. What is symmetricity means first of all. So if we have three phases R, Y, B, so we can represent this is IR, this is IY, and this is IB. We need to understand here that the angle measurement has been done what? Anti-clockwise. And phase sequence will always be clockwise. So you always need to remember these 2 points if you are studying the fault analysis. Angle measurement will be done in anti-clockwise and the phase sequence will be clockwise. So if the phase sequence is clockwise, then from the given diagram, this, what is the phase sequence? R, Y and B. So R, Y and B is the phase sequence of the given vector. So phase sequence means what is the actual meaning of phase sequence? If the phase sequence is R, Y, B, then the practical meaning of this phase sequence is, means first the maximum of R phase has been attaining, the second Y phase will attain, then B will attain maximum, then again R, then again Y, then again B. This is the phase sequence. Now, coming to the symmetricity. If angle measurement has been done in anti-clockwise, and if we are taking R phase as reference means this could be considered as 0 degree, and we know that the angle measurement has been done in anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise means this way. So this will be angle 120 degree, and this Y angle will be equal to 120 and 120, that would be 240 we can say, or we can also say minus 120 degree. So if we will write here, if our vector are balanced, then we can write IR is equal to angle of IR and 0. So IR is equal to mod of IR at the angle of 0. We also know that if our vector are symmetrical, then we know that the magnitude will be equal, means IR will be equal to IY will be equal to IB. So all the three magnitude will be same. So IR, if we are writing magnitude of IR at the angle of 0, because we have taken R as reference. So IB or IY, how we can write? So I am writing IY. So IY will be equal to mod of IY at the angle of minus of 120 degree. If you can look, mod of IY is equal to mod of IR. So we can write IR at the angle of 0, and we can write 1 at the angle of minus 120 is equal to alpha square. We know the value of alpha. The value of alpha is equal to 1 at the angle of 120 degree. The value of alpha square is equal to 1 at the angle of 240 degree, or you can say 1 at the angle of minus 120 degree, and the value of alpha cube is equal to 1, and the value of 1 plus alpha square will be equal to 0. So these things you have studied in complex variable in mathematics. So if you remember the formula, it's okay. Otherwise, you have to remember right now. So we can write here in the symmetricity. So IY, we can write IY mod at the angle of minus 120 is equal to mod of IR at the angle of 0, because mod of IR is equal to mod of IY into alpha square. So what we can write? IR at the angle of 0, we can represent the vector IR. So it can be represented into alpha square into IR. And the third one is IB. So IB, we can write mod of IB at the angle of 120 degree. So mod of IB, we can write that mod of IR at the angle of 0 into 1 at the angle of 120, we can write alpha. So it can be represented alpha into IR. So there is one common thing here. If we are studying symmetrical condition, then we can calculate on single phase basis. Means here you can easily say, if you are calculating the phase current IR, then you do not need to calculate IY and IB differently. What you can do is, if you will multiply with alpha square into IR vector, then you will get IY, and if you can multiply alpha into IR, then you can get IB. So what is the definition of balance condition? If you are dealing with the balance condition, it means you only can calculate on single phase basis, and by multiplying alpha square and alpha, you can get easily the value of IY and IB, or you can say in voltage. So this is the advantages of symmetrical condition. So this is why when we design the generator, that generator has to be symmetrical, so that calculation can be minimized. But it is not necessary always. If we are studying the fault condition, then it will depend on the nature which kind of fault is coming. If symmetrical fault is coming, means let us understand with one example. Here these are the normal condition and 100 ampere current is flowing in each branch, each phase. This magnitude are equal and they are balanced, mean this angle has 0 degree. If this is a Y phase, then this has minus 120 degree. If this is B phase, then it has 120 degree. So after coming the fault, let us assume the magnitude has been improved. So this become 1000 ampere, this become 1000 ampere, this B phase become 1000 ampere. And if still they are in balanced condition, then that fault will be considered as symmetrical fault analysis. And if after coming the fault our vectors are not balanced, then that would be considered as unsymmetrical fault analysis. Now we are going to discuss the classification of symmetrical fault and unsymmetrical fault. The type of symmetrical fault analysis are triple L fault and triple LG fault. And type of unsymmetrical fault is single line to ground fault, double line fault, and double line to ground fault. Let us understand the types of fault once again. If we have one question given, this is 100 ampere, this is 100 ampere, and this is 100 ampere. So guys, which kind of fault it is? We have all the magnitude are same, but we do not have the same angle, that is not 120 degree. So this is example of unsymmetrical fault. The condition is all the three magnitudes should be equal, as well as each phase should have the angle difference of 120 degree. So here it is all about the types of fault. Thank you.